just having fun and being playful. But how often do we do that with our businesses? How often do we post things to Instagram with the intention of, I don't give a fuck, I'm just going to have fun? Welcome to the Seeds of Growth podcast. My name is Pumehana Palmer. I'm a mindset and growth coach to new real estate agents, small business owners, and high-achieving female entrepreneurs. I believe that true success happens from the inside out, and I'm on a mission to plant seeds of growth and transformation, one powerful conversation at a time. Each week, I'll bring you a solo episode, interview, or coaching experience with business owners just like you to help you shift your perspective, elevate your beliefs, and build a business that inspires you. Now let's dive into today's episode. What's up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Seeds of Growth. My name is Pumehana Palmer, your mindset and growth coach. Today's topic is kind of a fun one. It was unexpectedly inspired, which is typically how inspiration hits, right? So the other day I was driving down the road listening to the remastered version of Siamese Dream by the Smashing Pumpkins. And it was the end of, I can't remember what track it was, but I guess it was like a rehearsal or a demo version or something like that. But after the song finishes, I hear Billy Corgan say, "All right, this time don't give a fuck." And I had to pause. First I laughed, and then I had to pause and rewind it and listen to it again. Because I think all too often, we tend to take our life and our business especially very seriously. There's so much that's riding on the line. There's revenue, profits, employees if we have them. There's our reputation as well. So a lot of times what we tend to put out is very methodical or well thought out, or at least intentional. And all too often we don't necessarily incorporate this idea of play or not giving a fuck. As I started thinking about it and ruminating, as I often do, I found myself validating or justifying why I couldn't do it or why the Smashing Pumpkins could. They're a band. They are creative. They are artsy. That's how artists are. Rock and rollers, if you will. They get to do take after take after take, and they get to play and have fun. And I think that's another reason, maybe not a reason, but I notice that a lot. I love bloopers. I love behind the scenes takes from movies, from TV shows, because it's fun to see these actors out of character or just having fun and being playful. But how often do we do that with our businesses? How often do we post things to Instagram with the intention of, I don't give a fuck, I'm just going to have fun? I know I have a hard time with that. But sometimes when I do it, it actually feels really good. And anytime there's backlash or any type of maybe negative comment, it's okay. It's okay because I was having fun. And you can do that too. Where are you incorporating fun and play and laughter and what's the term? Flippantry? Blissfulness. Don't give a fuck about what someone else might think. For you creators out there, what if you put out your next post, your next blog post, your next Instagram post, and you didn't give a fuck? For the business owners, what if the next event that you ran, obviously to an extent you need to give a fuck. But what would the product look like if you were just having fun? Of course, I'm not saying to go willy-nilly, right, and just produce chaos. I think there is a happy balance that needs to be in play. I don't know, I've said this before on the podcast, but when I took my yoga teacher training, my 200-hour yoga teacher training and certification, the instructor said, something that stuck with me to this day. She said that discipline breeds creativity. And I agree. Discipline breeds creativity. When you have boundaries and structure for a project, for a product, you can create something incredible and wonderful, something that hasn't been created before. If you think of an artist, the artist is confined to the boundaries of her canvas. But that doesn't mean that she is boxed in. So with that, my friends, I challenge you to go out there and in some area, especially where it feels uncomfortable to, don't give a fuck. Have fun. Be creative. Be proud of what you put out, because that will speak volumes over what you think someone wants to hear. Thank you so much for listening, guys. It's always a pleasure, always a treat. I'll see you again next time. Aloha. Thanks so much for listening. If this episode served you, please do me a small favor and head to your favorite podcast platform to rate and review the show. Your small act will play an exponential role in getting these powerful conversations out into the world. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at Pumehana Palmer and DM me with your insight and takeaways. See you next time. Aloha.